What's up? Now, this video right here, I'm not trying to be controversial, because everybody wants to be controversial. Everybody, oh, I say whatever, I say things people don't want to say. I cut all that out, You ain't saying nothing nobody else saying. But I'm not trying to get your goat. I'm not trying to make nobody mad. None of that. But I want to say this. This doesn't really come from anywhere. I didn't watch anything recently. It's just something that was on my mind today, right? This is going out to all the black folks. Black folks, people who consider themselves black, people who are of a mixture, hybrid, half-breed like me, and dizzy-ass white folks that want to claim to be black like that old girl, Woah Vicky, right? You are not oppressed. You do not know what real oppression is. You don't. I don't want to hear shit about, well, they give white people jobs over us, and I got snuffed for some supervisor position over a white woman. First of all, you know shit like that's gonna happen because this society was stolen and built by the people at the top who happen to be white. So you know they're not gonna just give you a seat at the table. Now, I'm not saying that shit should be just hard for you, because if it wasn't for affirmative action, even though I believe that the best person should get the job, if it wasn't for affirmative action, every minority would be like a janitor and you could never move up. You couldn't have generational wealth and all that stuff, right? But that's not what I'm talking about. We're talking about oppression, right? Let me ask you something. Think about your age, right? Think about your parents' age. If you don't know what it's like to not be able to use the same bathroom as a white man or a white woman, you don't know what oppression is. If you don't know what it's like to get your ass whooped for drinking out the same water fountain as a white person, I hate to break it to you, you don't know shit about oppression. If you don't know what it's like to get beat up or your life threatened because you're walking down the street holding hands with a white person, let's say a black man holding hands with a white woman, you don't know what oppression is. You don't. And man, I just think that even though I'm not a person that considers myself an ethnicity, I'm just a human being. I'm a human being who happens to have, you could say, yellow, tan, a very light brown, whatever you want to say, skin, right? But I'm a human being first. And so are you. Right? These little racial designations and all that, that's man-made. You're just a person. Your skin is pale as shit. Your skin is dark as shit. You're just a person. Right? But I really think that people who consider themselves to be black, I think that you can't move forward if you don't let go of the past. It's funny, we like to sit around and talk about letting go to grow. You want to get over it, you got to get over that ex. You got to get over that job you lost. You got to get over this. You got to get over that. You got to let go to grow. But when it comes to black folks and holding on to slavery and shit like that, and holding on to the past, you're not going to get nowhere doing that. You're just not. See, your ancestors, your forefathers, the people that came before you, whatever you want to call them, see, they endured that, right? And they didn't do it on some noble, I'm going to do it so the future generation, they did it because they had no, I can't say they didn't have a choice. Maybe they could have moved to it. They could have, everybody can travel. But then I don't know. I don't know if black folks could even get on planes back then. I don't know. They did it because they were truly oppressed. Just to be alive, just to have this, just for their skin to be dark. Don't hold on to your ancestors' pain because they're probably looking at you going, I'll be damned. We got our ass beat. We got strung up. We got killed. And these motherfuckers still talking about that. And they won't let it go. Right? I don't know, man. I just think it's weird. I think that black folks, and maybe it's because I do have some black blood is a part of my DNA. No, I don't consider myself to be black. No, I don't consider myself to be white. But still to see other blacks, I'm an ADOS, African descendant of slavery. How do you even know that? How do you truly know that? You think because you black and you live here that you just descend from slavery? I don't know. Anyway, I just want to give a quick shout out to a good friend of mine. His name is Dash. We had a good conversation the other night. You know, that's my partner, man, and we talk about stuff like that. So maybe I guess this is kind of where that's coming from. I guess so. I lied a little bit in the beginning, but you don't know what true oppression is. You don't. None of us do. None of us alive today know what that entails. You're freer than you know, or more free than you know, however you want to say it. Don't hold on to your ancestors' pain. And don't claim it as your own. Because you have no idea the stuff they've been through. They've seen their children die. A family had to watch as two white men drug away a little black boy for saying something, whistling to a white woman. Come to find out, 100 damn years later, that wasn't even true. That's not even what happened. If you think you're oppressed, I strongly suggest that you think again. Because you don't know what that means.